Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and this is the Yuthi Omni E28 Robotic Mopping Vacuum. And this is the first with a portable deep cleaner to remove stains from carpeting and furniture. And let me show you, it comes with a detachable, portable, deep floor cleaner. I've been so amazed with my Yuthi E28 because so often I get stains all over my carpets. That demonstration, I hope, shows you that even with old stains, this will clean it. So vacuuming now is coupled with a floor cleaner. This was genius by Yuthi. You get the full functions of all the technology of a robotic mopping floor cleaner, along with the stain removal attachment. That's easy to use. It's so portable. I'm going to use all kinds of ingredients for my recipe for disaster today. Family life is joyful, but it also can be full of messes. Often, life is a party with your family, as in sprinkles and confetti scattered all over. I mean, they really belong on cupcakes, but sometimes they can get all over your floor, like this big mess. And somehow, gravity does not seem to follow a pattern in my house. It also goes underneath the couch. Like, how does that really happen? But we all know we find all kinds of things underneath our couches. But today, it's a happy pile of the sprinkles, but hard to clean. And if you have a family, there's a lot of snacking that happens. It might be you snacking. And I know you're neat, but whenever messes happen, I like to say it's likely the kids and me. I'll take some of the blame, but not all of it, as in this big cracker mess. And I don't think these crackers can just walk on over and get underneath the couch. But there's always crumbs from snacks underneath the couch. Maybe they ricochet off the kids' legs or something, I don't know. In households, whether they're full of humans that have lots of hair, like mine that seems to fall all over the place, or pet hair. Pets also bring in all kinds of things from the outside in. This is my kitty Meow Meow, and she's full of hair. And sometimes she likes to hang out with me, but her favorite place is underneath the couch. She's full of love, and I love her so much. But look at that. And she doesn't mind tight spaces at all. And she spends a lot of time underneath that couch. And of course, your house has a wind system of its own. There's always a climate system going around the house, whether it's too hot, too cold, or in this case, kind of windy, that carries this cat hair mess and human mess and other debris all over the carpet. Of course, and the wind currents are very high today, they went under the couch too. And I'm sure my cat was running around the couch and leaving a lot of those fur hairs. Oh, and there must be dust bunnies on my property because there seem to be dust bunnies down there. Well, underneath that couch is a big mess. And this mess is just a typical day in the life of most families in the United States, because family life is just a busy life. Now let's clean it up. And besides all those messes, there's often toys on the floor. Yeah, left about. We're just going to leave them there for today's demonstration. And messes can get ground into carpets. This is a heavy mess. Those sprinkles are heavy. And often kids will leave their toys on the floor. And I just don't have time to pick them up. So I'm going to have my Yuthi Omni E28 clean it today. And look how easy it is to do so from the app. It has AI automation. I'm going to vacuum only, I'm going to deep clean it, and I'm going to give it extra suction max power. And I'm going to clean it twice. This is an extra big mess. And then off to the races it's going to go. Start room cleaning. As my Yuthi E28 went to clean, it had pre-mapped this room, and it wanted to start underneath the couch. Well, with that low profile of only 3 1/3 inches, it could get under the couch easily, and it doesn't need light. Underneath that couch is dark. The AI technology and the sensors found their way under the couch, went around all of the different footings of the couch masterfully as it cleaned up the cracker crumbs, the cat hair, the dust bunnies, the sprinkles, everything that had made it underneath the couch. The Yuthi E28 gave it a very deep clean. And with that cleaning, it has 20,000 PA suction power. That's at the top of suction powers for robot vacuums. PA stands for a Pascal unit, and a 1 Pascal unit would just be getting one piece of dust. So having 20,000 Pascal units of suction power is going to get those heavy sprinkles and get into the fibers of your carpet for the dirt that lies within. It has a trademark corner rover arm, and that's for edges and corners. As it's going around the furniture legs, you can see That corner over arm is extending to get those messes. And look at this obstacle avoidance. You didn't have to pick up the toys. Often, there's just not enough time to clean before your vacuum's gonna clean. Just let them stay where they are. Don't wake up the dog from his nap. The Yuthi E28 is able to problem solve and understand that there's an object it must go around without hitting it. Eufy's Omni E28 recognizes 200 plus objects. It identifies them. You shouldn't have to pick up your shoes, your cables, or your toys. It will work its way around with that AI that sees obstacles, even in low light situations. It'll approach it, it'll pause, and it'll smoothly navigate around it. And those dual side brushes are whisking in the dirt into the center of it efficiently because they're both whisking around. 2 brushes is much more efficient than 1 brush. And these brushes are designed so hair doesn't tangle up on these brushes, which means that when you have kitty cats that shed like mine, or human hair like mine, the Yuthi E28 will bring all of that into its center suction with that 20,000 PA suction power without it tangling on any of the brushes in the center brush because it has dual spiral brushes. I'll show you those later. And it's great to jump over thresholds. I'm showing it jump over some carpeting underneath my couch. I have different types of levels and layers of carpeting and thresholds in my house. No problem. Nothing's going to stop my Yuthi Omni E28 from doing its cleaning job. And watch how my Yuthi E28 methodically will clean this area. We're seeing an overhead view of it. It's efficient. That was one big mess. And the powerful suction power for the turbo vacuum got up the sprinkles and the crackers and the hair and the dust within the napping of my carpet. And if I was another part of the house, I could have just looked at my app to see its progress. That's pretty nifty. In real time, I'm seeing what part of the room it's in and where it's cleaning. The AI works fantastically and shows the thoroughness of its path. And when it was done with that full entire room, it went back to the charging station, and every time it goes back to home, it will automatically remove what it collected from that clean. So check out the before of the sprinkles and the crackers and the hair, and now look at the after. And it only took a few minutes to clean this whole room. That's powerful 20,000 PA turbo suction. And here's a before shot underneath the couch, and here's the after shot underneath the couch. Any place it went to work, my Yuthi Omni E28 did a great job. I had sure given it a really big test. Let's see everything it got. Oh my gosh, I think I got everything. Wow. The proof is in this pudding, or this dust pile of the sprinkles and the crackers and the cat hair and everything the kids bring from outside that goes underneath that couch. That's incredible. And as frequently as those dry messes happen, I also get the wet messes. Now, we can really blame this one on the pets. Whether you have dogs or cats, and no matter how well house-trained they are, they just might have an accident. Or maybe they have a friend coming for a play date. But these are the worst kinds of stains to get on your carpeting. And these stains smell bad too. Let me show you how I clean this up. I simply pull up the Omni E28 Portable Deep Cleaner. It is not heavy, it's not hard to handle. And with the plug on the back, I plug that in. It's a full separate unit that's attached to make it convenient. No longer do I have to have a separate carpet cleaner. The cord fits neatly on the back, so it's easy to unwind and then wind back up when you're finished. The water in it is shared with the robot mopping function. So here I have the head of it. This nozzle that's attached to the hose will do automatic cleaning and rinsing. There's no manual rinsing. It does both, and it does it at the same time. So as I push it up and down, this really dirty mess that can stain. So as I use this nozzle, it's pushing out water to clean this mess. I'm not even using a cleaning solution. Although they provide one, I didn't need it for this mess. All I had to do was go back and forth. It's so great that this FlexiOne portable deep cleaner is integrated into the Omni Station, so I could take this easily to where my mess was, no matter where it is in your house, to clean my carpet. This light carpet seems to gather a lot of stains from anything, whether it's the pets or the kids. that make a mess here. So here's a shot of my room, and here in one part of that carpeting is an existing stain. I tested it on this old stain that I could never get out myself. And I had tried, but using this detachable portable deep cleaner was all I needed, and this was just water. That's cleaning this. Look at that. That was really quite amazing to me. I wasn't quite sure what it would do with this old stain, but it got it up. This carpeting is a really big test for that, but it also would have worked on furniture, inside of your car, all kinds of different places. But I'm showing you a demonstration on this carpeting because you can really see with that light color as it's removing the stain in real time as we are watching this footage. This was so impressive to me. And now look after I got that stain out. Now here's the before, there it is, and here is it after with just a water clean. There was no stain remover. I wanted to show how powerful the FlexiOne portable deep cleaner is to clean stains on carpet and other fabric surfaces. It cleans remarkably. With it, I was able to get their suggested stain remover, and here is a bottle of it. And you can just spray it on what you wanted, but I wanted to test it without this, so my test was just with water. So we're looking at the bottle now, and you can get that, but miraculously, those stains I showed you didn't even use the stain cleaner because I wanted to research how good it was cleaning just the way it comes with those water jets. Yay. I had another stain and I thought I'd try it on that. I sprayed it on, you can see it foaming here, and that's with the stain remover. The stain remover's good too. So whatever way you want to go, I demonstrated both. You don't have to have it, but I tested it and it worked well with the stain remover as well. So let's go back for the dog mess. It's a miracle. It's so clean. But now it's time for the smell test. It smells fresh. Isn't that great? The stain is out and the smell is out. That's a miracle. And when you take out the dustbin, it comes closed so you don't breathe in any of that air when you want to throw it away. Now I'm going to open it because I want to show you all I got from my vacuuming. I wanted to make a really big mess on my kitchen floor, and I thought a sticky chocolate syrup would do it. This is going to be a super challenge for my Yuthi E28. I put that Hershey syrup all over my floor, and I sent out my Yuthi Omni E28. It has a HydroJet floor washing system. That's a trademark term. The mop underneath it is on a roller, and it will spin 360 rotations a minute, which means it's going to add a lot of friction to where it's cleaning. At the same time it's spinning that fast with its nappy head, it's also applying 15 newtons of downward pressure. 1 newton is about 1/4 of a pound in weight, so that would be the downward force onto the floor of 1 newton. Well, 15 newtons is 3.3 pounds of downward weight. If you were to scrub this yourself, that gets tiring. So with a friction of 360 rotations a minute and 3.5 pounds as it's pressing on your floor to clean, you can see that quickly my Omni E28 has cleaned this floor with the worst of messes. It scrubbed the floor and simultaneously it scraped away the mess onto the roller and scraped it into the center as it refreshes the water that flushes through the roller mop while it's cleaning. So you're getting fresh water with those rotations of the roller mop that's touching your floor. After all, as it's cleaning up the messy chocolate mess, that dirt goes up into it and the roller brush comes out with clean water 360 times per minute. And that's going to give you a hygienic clean with every pass. And let me point out how great it's edging as it's cleaning my kitchen floor. It can go under refrigerators and edges that are low towards the floor because of its low profile. And the rectangle design with the smooth corners does great with perimeters of rooms like my kitchen. It's mesmerizing to see it clean that very, very sticky, wet, chocolatey mess. And now, as it's finishing up, it's getting all of that mess. And we can see from the reflection of the lights on this floor, the glistening, clean floor as it finishes up cleaning that mess. When it's done, the Omni E28 will go back into its station to discharge all that mess and collect it within its charging base.
Start collecting done.
That was a spectacular cleanup, and I'm feeling it. There is no sticky anywhere. It is glossy and clean and sparkles. Yay! What a great job the Yuthi E28 did on cleaning this chocolate mess. I had a lot of fun watching it clean up all that big mess. And here it is, still wet from that thorough, deep clean. It's just amazing. I'm so happy with my new Yuthi E28. That's a great looking floor. Ready for the next mess. And to clean the dirty water tank, you simply lift it up and let me show you all that dirty water it got and collected from cleaning my kitchen floor. To download the app was simple. It's like any app download. I placed it over the QR code and it directed me straight to the Yuthi Omni E28. You register it like any other app and different menus come up to walk you through and to teach you about all the features you get with the Yuthi Omni E28. When you order your Yuthi Omni E28, it arrives right to your door in a big cardboard box. Even my little birdie came by to welcome it to my household. It's just too cute. I put the cardboard box on my kitchen counter. It comes with 2 handles on each side, so that was easy to do. I opened the box, and inside the cardboard box was another box. Yuthi, built with care. Now here are all sides of that box. What a beautiful design. What a great gift this Yuthi Omni 28 would make for a friend or family member. Right away after opening the top of the box, there was a quick start guide on a big piece of cardboard. I took that off, and right away you get safety information. I took everything out layer by layer. Everything was wrapped really well, and the design of the packaging was excellent, so nothing would get damaged during shipping. Great design. I put everything on my counter. Things were wrapped in plastic so they wouldn't get scratched during shipping. I took everything out of its packages. We see the charging cord that was in a box, and here are all sides of my Omni E28. Here's a side to show you the tank in the back. And on the other side, the carpet and furniture stain cleaning hose was encased in an easy to remove side section. And here it is, a close-up, all tucked in nice. I took it out and uncoiled it so you can see close-ups of the mechanism inside. And then here's the water tank. It's got a QR code, which makes finding the directions very easy, and a max level. I took off the tank so you could see the workings inside. And here's the portable deep cleaner taken off the home base. Here's the back of it. You see the handle there on the side. I turned it over on its side so you could see the bottom of it. It has some non-slip pads on the bottom as well. Here's the top of it. I'm panning from one end to the other. The silver rectangle is the handle, easy to hold. Now we see the tank, the clear tank, which is going to hold the water. Here's the back of the tank. Here's the size of the tank. It tells you the maximum water level. Here's the other side. And here's a dirty water tank. That snaps in as well. Here's the side of it. And here's the label of it. It's labeled as well. And there's another QR code. Handy to find those. And when you open it up, it's just a simple lever that you pull. Here's a close-up of the cord. It's a 3-pronged North America normal 120-volt household outlet plug. Here's a close-up of the nozzle. That's the stain remover. You can see the good brush right there, the texture of it. I took the nozzle off the hose. We can see the connections. Here's a base station. I took it out of the wrapping, and inside we can see the connections for charging. Here's the bottom side of the base station. Here is what the bottom of the portable deep cleaner will connect to. It has an inlets and outlets for the water right there. That's where it makes its connection. Now here is where the vacuum bag fits in. It comes with a vacuum bag already in it. I took it out so we can see the compartment. And here's just the bottom of the base station and charging station itself. Here's the back of the base station. And on the back, there's another QR code. All takes you back to Yuthi. Now here is the cardboard box that contains the vacuum disc itself. Very well wrapped. I took it out, and it even had plastic wrapping on top of that so it wouldn't get scratched. Here it is. I laid it out on mats, and we can see those side brushes there. And here's what the top looks like of the vacuum and mopping disc. I took off the top. We can see the sensors. This is the LiDAR that helps it navigate. And above that is the dust bin that will collect the dust until it gets back into the charging station where it's discharged into the dustbin of the charging station. Now I flipped it over so you can see that anti-tangle brush. That's above, and that design, we can see it in the center of the machine, is a special design so it will not get tangled. We can see the roller brush for the mopping into the front with all the napping. I took that out. We can see the compartment there and how it fits in on this rod. That's where you attach it. Now, here's a close-up of the anti-tangle brush. I took the housing off and see the dual design. The black on the left is not attached to the gray part on the side on the right, and so that's helpful for hairs that were to get onto that to be sucked right into the machine. And that's why you don't get hair stuck and have to pick it up and clean things all the time. It does this automatically. Now, I took off the black side of the roller brush, and we see the spikes behind that. That's what's going to cut up the hair so it can get sucked into the machine. The same for the right side. We see those combing spikes that take the hair out. Then I put them both in, the black side and the gray side, right back the way I had taken them out. They fit snugly right back in. And here it is with the housing unit all ready to go. And see the front, the AIC? That is the RGB camera. That helps it detect the obstacles in its path. And here is a detachable base, the ramp, where the vacuuming disc goes up. And here's the underside of that. And here's a close-up of the quick start guide, so you can see how well it's illustrated. It's so easy to understand. And here's a pamphlet with the safety information. Here's a close-up of the base so we can see the charging connections inside of it. And here it is, with the portable cleaner attached to it and the water tank. Big feature is it shares the water tank, the clean water and the dirty water. And here it is with the disc in it as well. It takes 3.5 hours to charge, and I suggest you charge it before downloading the app. Here's a dirty water tank air outlet. And here is everything all together, the front of it, of your Eufy Omni E28. And here's the side. It does not take up a lot of floor real estate. It's got a small footprint. It's a powerful unit that is not going to dominate the looks of a room. And before you clean any room, the Eufy Omni E28 will do a map of the room. It'll ask you if you have pets. The menus are so easy, and then your room will be mapped forevermore.
Quick mapping.
So for today's messy households, on any type of surface, whether you have carpets that seem to get every kind of mess imaginable, they are quickly cleaned up by your Eufy Omni E28. And as well, the stains, the bad stains that happen, like pet stains. It's so great to have the portable stain cleaner right within the same device. Easy to pick up and to use to clean the stain. And within this one simple machine, it'll mop the dirtiest of floors. All of these functions are so economic as well. This machine is so affordable. Get $200 off during the Prime Day, July through 8th sale. Click the link in this exclusive deal that's in my description box and add it to your cart right now. Click the link below to get your Eufy E28. It's top of technology in the year 2025. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is one, not only get the crumbs off your floors and the messes off your floors, but also get your carpet stains cleaned. Brilliant. Now, I'm gonna go hang out and enjoy my leisure time on my couch. Thanks to Yuthi. If you like this video, here's more over there, including a lot of my recipes, which can be very messy, I must say. Just click